claiming that Justin's actions have resulted in trauma for her 4 children.
Actress Blake Lively is accusing co-star and director Justin Baldoni of sexual harassment and a smear campaign stemming from their work together on the summer movie It Ends With Us.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are watching their empire crumble before their eyes, and the speed at which everything is falling apart is truly astonishing. Just weeks ago, they were at the top of Hollywood, living in a perfect world of success, brand deals, and admiration. Now, it's all slipping away faster than they ever imagined, thanks to Justin Baldoni's devastating courtroom victory. Initially, people thought this lawsuit was just another minor Hollywood dispute that would be quickly forgotten, but this is no ordinary case. This is career-ending. Business deals are collapsing, acting roles are no longer coming in, and their companies are faltering. The lawsuit has triggered a chain reaction, and there's no stopping it now. Justin and Blake's legal battle has already seen 2 intense court showdowns, with Justin's powerhouse attorney, Bryan Freedman, emerging victorious each time. In their first encounter, Bryan successfully blocked Blake's attempt to impose a gag order, and in the second, the judge denied Blake's request for an extension, granting her just 1 day to file an amendment. The tension is escalating, and so far, it's Bryan and Justin who are dominating the courtroom. When Blake's team presented the amendment in court on February 18th, it amounted to little more than more allegations without any solid evidence.
Counsel for Ms. Lively has made it clear that Ms. Lively does not want Mr. Freedman to be the attorney who takes her deposition. Essentially, the judge agreed and it told her lawyer that she does not get to choose who deposes her.
But here's where it becomes absurd. No evidence, nothing at all, just a bunch of words with absolutely nothing to support them.
Actor-director Justin Baldoni is now suing his former co-star Blake Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds, seeking more than $400 million in damages, accusing them of defamation and extortion.
If that wasn't bad enough, it essentially served as a public admission that they had nothing to defend themselves with. The damage was already done, and they had already lost. Now, let's talk about the mountain of evidence Justin Baldoni and his team presented. We're not dealing with weak claims or vague accusations here. This is concrete proof, laid bare for the world to see. There's footage, documents, and even website links packed with damning evidence.
Justin Baldoni suing the New York Times for an article reporting Blake Lively's claims that he directed a smear campaign against her during the press campaign. Baldoni's lawsuit calling the article rife with inaccuracies, misrepresentations, and omissions, relying on Lively's, quote, self-serving narrative.
It's not just bad, it's catastrophic. This isn't a minor PR crisis. This is full-on career devastation. The financial fallout from this lawsuit alone could send them spiraling. Legal fees are skyrocketing, and whether they win or lose, let's be honest, they're already losing. They've already spent millions, and the bleeding shows no sign of stopping anytime soon. This isn't just a minor hit to their bank accounts, it's the kind of financial blow that could push them to the brink of bankruptcy. And we all know how Hollywood works, it's all about reputation. You can spend years building the perfect public image, but one scandal, one wrong move, and it all comes crashing down. That's exactly what's happening here. Blake and Ryan, once untouchable, are now being quickly abandoned by Hollywood. Why? Because they're now viewed as a financial and legal risk. Let's face it, who wants to gamble millions on actors drowning in scandal? Even if someone does take the chance on casting them, there's another huge issue: Blake Lively's notorious need for control. She's known for wanting to be deeply involved in the films she stars in, making demands and pushing her vision.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion.
But now, that's a liability. No studio wants to deal with someone who comes with so much baggage, and at this point, she's carrying an entire suitcase full of problems. Brand partnerships are also taking a major hit. Blake's collaborations with fashion and beauty brands are on shaky ground, and her hair care line is reportedly being pulled from Target shelves. Meanwhile, the negative reviews just keep stacking up.
Allegedly, Target is claiming customers are returning Blake Lively's hair care line, Blake Brown, in droves. So they are pulling all of her merchandise off their shelves because they are losing profit.
Consumers aren't just upset, they're actively distancing themselves. And it's not just about the lawsuit. People are losing trust in her brand as a whole.
Like, hi, have you met Bryan Freedman yet? I know I haven't, but I wouldn't try this. Judge Lehman responds to this order and he just slaps her down.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
into oblivion.
In a world where sometimes people judge you before they give you a chance.
Then there's Ryan Reynolds and his beloved Wrexham Football Club. There are rumors swirling about him being dropped as a co-owner due to the controversies surrounding his involvement. And let's not forget about Aviation Gin and Mint Mobile. Those businesses, once seen as savvy investments, are now starting to question him. Honestly, can you blame them? When a lawsuit gets this messy, companies don't want their names dragged through the mud. What about Maximum Effort Productions, their movie production company? It's no secret that the entertainment industry thrives on connections, but now that Hollywood is treating Blake and Ryan like radioactive material, how are they supposed to fund future projects? With lawsuits continuing to pile up, and at this point, that seems inevitable, who in their right mind would invest in them? This legal battle isn't just damaging, it's financially crippling. And let's not forget the emotional and psychological toll. Blake Lively herself admitted in court that this case has turned her life upside down. It's affecting her children, and it's putting serious strain on her marriage.
What Lively parties conspicuously failed to mention is that the now pending litigation in Texas was precipitated by Miss Lively, who initiated legal action against Mr. Wallace in Texas state court on January 21st, approximately 2 weeks before he filed his federal lawsuit.
The public may see her as a confident, put-together star, but behind the scenes, she's falling apart. And just when you think things couldn't get worse, they do, because this loss is opening the floodgates for even more lawsuits. Jed Wallace has already sued Blake for dragging him into this mess, and guess what?
Anyways, Judge Lehman responds to this order and he slaps down, he just slaps her down. I don't know what else to say. Probably because he probably doesn't take kind to just being manipulated. You know, you should have just been like, I want an extension because I don't have any proof.
He's probably not the last. Others are reportedly lining up, ready to take legal action against her for defamation. At this point, it's looking like a full-blown avalanche. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni is just sitting back, cool as ever. He's already presented overwhelming evidence, so there's nothing left for him to prove. And the best part? He's not even the one footing the legal bills. His billionaire backer, Steve Sarowitz, is allegedly funding the entire thing.
One of those intended parties, Jed Wallace, along with his company Street Relations, filed an anticipatory and meritless 10-page complaint in the federal district court in Texas regarding issues that substantially overlap with the issues in this litigation.
That's right. Blake and Ryan are bleeding money, while Baldoni and his team have an unlimited war chest to keep the fight going. As for Sarowitz, he's not backing down. Rumors say he's ready to throw $1 million into this battle just to make sure Blake and Ryan are finished for good.
You are about to file a lawsuit against Blake's publicist, Leslie Sloan. Are we correct? And if so, is it a similar allegation to the New York Times case?
She'll definitely be sued. There's no question about that. I mean, it's just a matter of when and for what, and whether she's included with others or not. And frankly, you know, I'm not prepared to give up our legal strategy.
At this point, Blake's team are grasping at straws, trying to spin the narrative in her favor. But let's be real. When a billionaire is coming after you with unlimited resources, what can you really do? Hollywood is watching closely. Studios, brands, and business partners are quietly backing away, distancing themselves before they get caught in the mess. So where does that leave Blake and Ryan? Their careers, reputations, and financial stability are hanging by a thread. And when that thread snaps, which, let's be honest, is only a matter of time, they're going to hit the ground hard. Getting back up could take years, if they even manage to recover at all. What do you think? Can Blake and Ryan come back from this, or is this truly the end of their reign? Let me know in the comments, because this saga is far from over.